welcome! And oh, god damn it, I got a wrong microphone. Sorry. Wait a second. I don't know why, but it changed the microphone. Okay. We're gonna do this just now. So today we have Las Vegas. I'm gonna change the microphone a little bit. I don't know why it changed. One of the more straighter race circuits in the calendar we got here. And we got two DRS zones, one of the longest DRS straights on the calendar actually. And yeah, I think Las Vegas is one of the more exciting tracks to watch because it's one of the tracks that got added recently. And oh my god, I have to change that microphone. Ugh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna mute the stream for a bit.
Just bear in mind we are in the formation lap.
Alright, we are good to go. Sorry for that little incident there, but I got to fix it. Yeah, so sorry for that very bad start, but yeah, here we are. So we got our first or our next sprint weekend today in Las Vegas. I have to do the introduction in this formation lap now. Sorry for that, as I just said. But I'm not alone actually. I am always with one companion. You may know the name. I'm commentating with him in Tier 2 almost every single race. You say it with me together, it's Gorla. Hello Gorla, welcome.
Hello, nice to be here again. I am very excited for this race and also the sprint, as it's our first race of the calendar, I believe, with a sprint race, which is very interesting.
Yeah. Especially we got reversed grid order, like the one with the fewest points starting first and the one with the highest points starting last. So our gamer is currently leading our championship. Wait, maybe not, maybe he's just the one with the most points on the grid right now. But nonetheless, we got our slower drivers, or the drivers with not many points at the front, and then we got our drivers with more points at the back. I think that could be very interesting what that will end up with. And our formation lap is just now finished. And what the hell are they doing? Oh, okay,
I just like to point out that George, the championship leader, is not here this race, so it's a great opportunity for everyone else to catch up.
Game audio on Gorla sounds terrible. Damn, boy. That's
Well, I guess we'll sort it after the sprint, maybe?
We have to sort it directly after the race start, I think. Alright, our 5 lights are going out. Just now, Boosted Mess getting a good start by Virtue. It looked like we'll take the lead. And after, no, okay, Boosted Mess is taking the lead from the sprint race. And there are many drivers going off track. Currently, Keyboard Mackin took the second lead. Virtue dropped down one position with Horses staying there. And we already got a collision there. There are some drivers in the wall. Who is it? It's Eversnack, still in off track. He rejoined the track now. And there is a fight between the Haas and Horse. Side by side they go. Horse almost spinning out. But Princilios is holding on strong. He still fights with the Aston Martin. Aston Martin taking a beautiful lead. Not that beautiful, but he tries to could go for an overtake there, but misses the apex point by a mile, going off track. Horse took the third position, Prince Theodorus in fourth, and Virtue lost two positions. John Wick is currently fighting, is not fighting, but tries to overtake Virtue. He knows he's faster, he wants to get there around quickly, and he really goes for it. Currently side by side, just now wheel to wheel they go through the first very long straight. Still no ERS DRS isn't enabled yet. It's only on the second lap enabled. And wait, side by side with Princelius. Does it leave enough space? Yes, they are. Side by side through go through the double chicane. Now still side by side through the little straight before the start finish line. They're still side by side going through the start finish line. And Waits is taking the outside line with Princelius taking the inside line. Will he get around real quick? Yeah, they are still side by side. Oh my god, whole up a half lap now. Still side by side, but it looks like Waits is taking the lead. No, actually Princelius is still fighting with him over 1 lap now, almost. Finishing sector 1, they are still side by side, going through the right hand corner. Now entering sector 2, they are still side by side. Oh my god, okay. They're side by side through the very, very narrow corner. And now the other Alpine is joining the fight as well. Okay, Princelius took the lead. No, he didn't. They're 3 wide. They were just 3 wide for a second now. But it looks like Princelius took the lead out of that fight. It was a miracle, alright. And okay, there's the collision going on. Their McLaren's almost spinning out. There was a front wing and plate flying away. And Virtue in 7th position. John Wick is taking a position up, overtaking Princelius. And in the front horse, the both Kicksawa are in 1st and 2nd position, with Boosted Mess in 4th position, still holding on strong onto that pack. There, and the Alpine Crawley is overtaking Boosted Mess, taking the 3rd position right now. And it looks like the grid is stabilizing now. Okay, that was very amazing. Oh no, there's a big collision! The Haas and the Basco almost spinning out. What the hell was that? That will get reported for sure, but that's something for the FIA, and they're still going side by side. Okay, I don't know what that corner is very, very favorable for going side by side, I don't know. But yeah, okay, that was a good racing start, man. I'm gonna fix the sound for right now. I'll be right back. Okay, I took a look and the sound was actually quite good. I saw nothing wrong. I don't know, but maybe it's just a bit. Okay, but I got it to 100%. I can't do it any louder. That's unfortunate. But oh no, there's there's an Alpine off track currently. It's Boosted Mess. Oh no, he was holding on good. And there's there Tim Mander, a collision. A collision. Tim Mander, DNF from the session. Was Eversnack got involved there? Did he got involved there? I don't know.
I don't think he did that time. Snacks had a big collision. Well, he's missing his whole front wing, so maybe it was. He had a big collision on the first lap though, with Viz, I believe, as well, and Futuristic. But no safety car, so the race continues.
Yeah, no safety car. Sorry for that little black screen there. I'm still trying to fix a few things. I don't know why, but there are some funky things. And side by side again, Princelius just can't leave without any side by side battling. And he got almost overtaken by our gamer, but he's still leading the little pack there. Well, he's not leading the pack. Oh no, and there's a collision. There's an end wing flying. It was the end wing from our gamer actually.
Yeah, and Pepman and also Basco have been making a lot of overtakes. Pepman has a bit of his front wing missing. I think that was from the start. He had a bit of contact there. But Basco is flying. He's already caught up to the top 3.
He already caught up to the top 3, yeah. And wait, no, where is it? Where is he? There he is. Okay. Actually, Crawley goes side by side, overtaking Keyboard Magnussen and taking the lead off that sprint race. But Keyboard Mag does. Oh no, and they're going almost spinning out. Horse at the back of Crawley, Basco at the back of Horse. They are fighting for their lives for that 8 points they are to get. And Ocean Chief, sorry, Everest next, heading into the pit lane for a new front wing, I think. And
Crawley
yeah.
is defending so hard from Horsey. They were momentarily 3 wide going into turn 1. Crawley just closed the door on Horsey's face. That's why he almost spun. Bit of contact to the back wheel. And Basco is even closer now with a lot of battery available.
A lot of battery he got available there. Yes, he actually does. But all of them have decent enough.
Basco, that was very tough on the brakes there. He almost went wide. We also have John Wick right behind Basco, and he's pushing as well.
Yeah. What? Oh, well, also known as John Wick, is very good in Formula in this tier. Not in Formula
Tipsy
1.
Bob is saying I sound like Dalek from Doctor Who. I'm not sure who that is. Do you know who that is?
I actually have no idea. Okay, that's quite confusing. I'm doing my best.
Yeah, meanwhile we'll keep commentating this race as Basco's gonna go down the inside of Horsey, maybe? No, he backs off. Horsey goes deep though. That's gonna allow Basco to go on the inside now, turning to the outside, but he just loses it as there's not very much grip there. He maintains P4. John Wick still struggling a bit here on battery as well. Pepman is further behind. He has front wing damage, so I don't think he will be able to catch up unless there's contact. Yeah, we're back to the radio version of SLR.
Okay, let me know if it's fixed. I changed some settings. Yeah, why don't you talk about something, Gorla?
Yeah, I'm still looking at the top
flag?
3 here. And there's a yellow flag. It's a Mercedes of Patty. I think he just spun there. As Basco is gonna go past one, gonna go past both of the kick Saubers there. Up P2, P2. And that's, yeah, he just decided to spend all his battery. You know, he's P2, but is he vulnerable for the next straight here? Horsey has battery. Basco is flashing. I'm not sure who has DRS. I don't think any of them do, because this is not a DRS straight, apparently. But Horsey on the brakes gets a bit too late and taps the back of Basco there. No harm done, as John Wick also goes past Keyboard Magnussen. Well, Mazepin actually. John Wick still fighting Keyboards, but spending his battery is gonna be in P4. Keyboard has actually got a penalty. That was from the first laps. I think he cut a corner. I'm not sure if that was contact related or not, so that could potentially be removed if it was. But yeah, we have a very intense battle for P1 still. Basco is now chasing Crawley, who pulled away a little bit, but John Wick is keeping him honest as well.
Yeah, it's very, very intense, that fighting there. They're fighting for only 8 points. those 8 points can make the difference in the leader in the championship in the long run, but still it's only 8 points.
Yeah, but 8 points is very much, especially because Jersey is not here, so there's a lot of points up for grab this today. I was gonna say this weekend, but this is not really a weekend. Ooh, as RC loses, is now going very slowly, has to let John Wick through to not cause a crash there. That would be very bad in that spot. And now Basco and John Wick up into the top 3. They have 0 battery though compared to Crawley, who is saving a little bit, in 50% comfortably. He might be on for a win in the sprint race, Crawley.
Okay, what the hell is going on? I don't know. Yeah, some funky things are going on with the...
I think Prix Helios just retired in the pits, that's why we have the yellow flag.
Yeah. And yeah, as well as Crawley just taking the lead, there are still hope for that guys behind them to take a better position. Horse 8/10 behind John Wick, and John Wick 7/10 behind Basco. Basco won't take the first position as it looks like for now, but nonetheless they are still fighting.
Pepman going for a move.
Yeah.
Easy move for Pepman up into P5. And Basco is at this stage not really catching up to Crawley, so he's gonna start the final lap with a 2-second advantage. And I'd say that if he doesn't make any mistake, that would be enough for a win.
Would that actually
As we
be
have
enough for a
another
win?
yellow flag for
Yeah.
Patty. Spun again, I think.
It looks like that John Wick can keep up with Basco, and he still drops behind. I don't know, maybe his tires are just cooked and they're not taking the grip or the track as much as they did. Of course, they're worn.
John Wick. If John Wick can keep in the DRS of Basco, that would be very good for the last straight. Still on for a P2 fight here. Basco is still trying to catch Crawley, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. As Patty spun one more time, I think, or hit the wall. They're gonna now enter the final straight of the sprint race. John Wick is very close to Basco, but Basco has so much more battery. Crawley is deploying everything he's got. He's on for a sprint race win. I think John Wick doesn't have enough. He's deployed his battery already. He's only now gonna turn on DRS, but he's too far away. And further behind we have some fighting going on, almost 3 wide between Futuristic, Pepman and Keyboard Magnusson. Futuristic goes past both of them. Pepman tries to slot in behind, but Keyboard breaks so much later. They're 3 wide and they're all colliding with each other. Keyboard goes through. Futuristic P6. Pepman in P7 has no more battery left. Futuristic will defend this with all he's got. Keyboard has a penalty as Crawley wins the sprint. And Keyboard will now drop down and Futuristic snatches P5 from Pepman there right at the last straight. That was intense.
That was very intense, yeah. I'm surprised that Horse is still in 4th position.
Yeah,
because we got a
Horse
very
managed
competitive
to keep
grid today.
P4 there, very good for him, and also Crawley with a solid pace there at the end managed to keep Basco and John Wick away from him, and crucially away from the DRS, which gave him the sprint win and 8 more points for the championship, which he'll be needing.
Yes.
And I believe that counts for a race win for Crawley, as he was saying in the tier 2 chat actually before that he might make Eagle Ghost's prediction come true, which is Crawley to win a race, I believe. So if this counts as a race win, which I think it does, then Eagle Ghost just nailed his prediction.
Yeah, he did. I'm currently still trying to figure out what is wrong with the sound. Just give me a second, really quick. Could you keep on talking for a bit?
Yeah, I'll keep commenting. Although the race is over, we still have Patty, who's just now gonna cross the line and finish P14 in the sprints. No points awarded for that, as only the top 8 get points in the sprint race. But yeah, that's it for the sprint. We're now gonna go into qualifying, and just a standard short qualifying session followed by a 50% race like usual. So Crawley takes away 8 points from this, very good. Basco and John Wick with a fantastic race from the back, especially Basco, who started further behind, I believe. Horsey maintained P4, that's good for him. Futuristic with an amazing double overtake on the last straight to secure P5 and 4 points for him. Pepman will be disappointed with P6. He was up into P3 or maybe only P4 for a bit, but he had damage and that caused him extra tire wear, I believe, which made the tires be not so good at the end there. And yeah, that was very exciting. Lots of carnage and damage, and I think we'll see more of the same for the actual race, as we actually have rain for the qualifying session.
Yeah, we got
I
rain.
think
That's
since
very surprising. I took a look or took a listen, I don't know. And it actually sounds quite good. Well, I can't do anything more than that. I think we're good like that.
I thought, yeah, we got confirmation in the chat that audio is fine for now.
Okay.
So
But what
good job there.
was that? I don't know what was that. Maybe just there was some interference going on with the in-game audio because it's running over the same audio export. I have no idea.
Wait,
So
are we going straight into the race?
no, we don't. We go
Oh, no,
into
yeah, they are retiring.
intermission.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I forgot they were retiring. So yeah, we actually won't have rain, maybe, or maybe we will. I don't know. Yeah, I forgot so drivers need to retire, so then we can go into the qualifying mode and then a new race. So yeah, I think this is where we can talk a little bit while we wait for the new lobby to start. As we already said before, Jorsey is not here. That's why Pepman will be disappointed with that sprint finish, as he is currently P2 in the championship, and he could overtake Jorsey if he does good points here. But it's still all to play for in the qualifying session. Yeah, we're still waiting for 2 drivers to retire, which they haven't yet. One of them is still driving, which is Verche. Verche, if you're listening, please retire the car. Yeah, he's doing a full lap around the circuit, maybe just testing the Inter's conditions. You never know, it might be a wet race. He just wants to get a feel for the tires.
Yeah, but
And
is
he's
that
coming
penalty?
to a full stop now.
Can you get a penalty for that?
I'm not sure, but he's now driving backwards.
He will get disqualified from that.
Yeah, he did get disqualified, but he still hasn't retired, so the race will kind of start until he retires, or everyone retires.
Yeah. Okay, that's an absolute carnage there.
Yeah, some drivers opting to practice the start, others not so much. Yeah, it's unlikely that we will get a wet race, but yeah. Drivers need to retire a second time so that we can start the qualifying. And this is where we can have a chat with the chat actually. So maybe let's do some predictions for quali. So anyone who is listening to us on the live stream, if you could please do your top 3 predictions for quali, I would appreciate.
Yeah, we would take your guesses, and we would appreciate if you would guess who will win or who will take the lead from this qualifying and who will end up winning with the race. I say Snacks always will have a good start, and after that he will just bottle up anything and everything and just end up in the back of the grid.
Yeah, every start I've commented in tier 2, Eversnacks has had contact in the first lap. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's his problem or the drivers around him. Maybe he needs to be more careful, or maybe it's just unlucky. And yeah, that has been costing him good points in the race. So yeah, this could take a while for us to finally start a new lobby. I would also like to ask our weatherman. I believe he's got a new radar, more precise one. We hope. So maybe this time he can give us the correct weather for the race once we get in the lobby. That would also be nice. And yeah, we don't have any predictions. So only Christmas songs in the chat so far.
Only Christmas.
So yeah, who do you think will be on pole actually?
Yeah, well, why don't we discuss that after we got our weather condition?
Oh, okay, yeah.
But because it's very inconsistent with many drivers. They're very good at the wets and they're very good at the dries. Some of them are just good at one of those two, but I don't know. Let's see if Bob can give us a weather update.
Yeah, I also have a feeling that Crawley will be up in the top 5 this race. It's easier because some of the drivers are missing, but either way, I think he has shown great pace in the sprint, and I think he's up there with the guys on pace.
Yeah, he's definitely up to pace, and I'd say.
Oh, Chief is asking, what do you think of the spear? The sphere, sorry. Not the spear. Yeah, the big sphere on the Las Vegas track.
I think
What do you think
that's something very cool, actually. You don't see that quite often. The only place well, okay, no, there's no other place, but the sphere is a very cool thing, I'd say. It's the only one on the world currently, and I've never been to Las Vegas, sadly. I want to go there very badly, but I had never the opportunity to go there because of school and how far away it is, and yeah. But I heard that you can watch the Formula One race from inside the sphere. Is that correct?
You said you can watch it?
Yeah, from inside.
I have no idea.
I don't know why you should do that, but okay, we got a dry qualifying for now. Oh, sorry, I have to go to the main feed. There we are. So we got a dry qualifying for now. Maybe the weather will change. Yeah, Ocean Chief,
Yeah,
I
come on.
appreciate it, but I'd like a way back because there's just too many things that I would left behind. Um, how about we send
Yeah,
Chief a one-way ticket to Las Vegas?
I mean, you could, with a one-way ticket, you could then bet all your money on the casino and get the other ticket, the return ticket.
Yeah, but for that you have to be at least 21, I think. And I'm not 21, man.
Um, oh yeah, right. Maybe it's just 18. Are you 18? No, you are 16, right?
Okay, thanks for
Well,
just dropping my
I'm
age
sure
in
you would
front of
find
the stream.
I'm sure you'd find a way to get some money. Um, well,
Sure.
we have some drivers on track.
Yeah. Who is the first one? Is it
It
a William?
is Williams, Eversnacks maybe? No, it's the other Williams of John Wick.
John Wick is taking the lead, or is taking our first drive here in Las Vegas in qualifying format. So I think, where is the sphere at? Oh god, that
Um,
crowd is cheering.
I don't actually know, but it should be visible from the onboard at some point, I think.
Could be.
And we have an update on weather situation, 21% chance of rain for the race, I believe.
21%.
As John Wick.
Okay. That's not that much, but still there is a chance for... Oh, there you can see the sphere. Okay, that's actually pretty nice. And I love that Formula 1 models the sphere very, very accurately, I think. Okay, maybe it's only a normal picture that got put onto the sphere. Maybe not.
It's moving, so yeah, it looks cool. There's also some music going on.
Yeah,
As John Wick taps the wall there, that's not ideal.
Yeah, we will see what he will do with his banker's lap. He's only halfway through the lap. Now entering the last sector, the longest of them. I think it's one of the longest sectors in F1 at general. And there's already well, okay, you can't count the yellow flags on qualifying. Oh,
Ooh,
never
Esbatco
mind, you
is
can
already out
count.
of qualifying.
Yeah, Basco, just
Up.
send it into the wall, I think.
Yeah, it's just entering sector 2 there. I didn't see what happened, but he must have just locked up the front tires and gone straight into the wall. So yeah, no time set for Basco. That means you'll start from last.
Yeah, and John Wick setting a 130.9, or 131. And also Chief is asking if I can say Pet Man 10 times in a row very fast.
Go on.
Why?
Well, let's say only 5. 10
only
is too
5
much.
times.
Only
Okay,
5.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Pet Man, Pet Man, Pet Man, Pet Man, Pet Man. That was 5 times. Are you happy, John Wick? I hope so.
That was good, I'd say.
I could do that 5 times more, but that wouldn't be so effective. So, hello, could I please... Hello? Hey.
Hello.
Oh no, there's someone on the wall.
Yeah, it's Viz. Yeah, Viz just in turn 1 actually, which is weird. It seems like he's having some issues though, some technical issues, because his car is not really driving unless he's just waiting for everyone to go through, which may be the case as he now accelerates. He does have no damage, just went straight on turn 1, which is not a usual place where you would go straight on, as it's not that heavy of a braking part of the track. But yeah, so far John Wick are actually our first complete lap is our fastest with a 30.9.
Yeah.
Our gamer with a 31.3 currently P3. That's good for him as well.
And Piggy in 16th position currently with no banker's lap. He will do his banker's lap right now. He already started it from a few minutes, a few seconds ago. But Piggy is one of the faster drivers on the grid, so we will see. I think, no, it was Baska who had a puncture last week in Spa, I think. Right? Am I correct?
Sorry, I didn't. I was reading chat. I didn't hear what you said.
I was saying, Piggy, no, sorry, Basco had a puncture last week, right? In Spa?
Yeah, he had a puncture on the last lap, which was very unfortunate.
It was unfortunate, yeah. He would finish in, I don't know, some position, but yeah. Where is Aerosnex? He's only in 6th position. But as we're speaking of positions, Piggy going through the start-finish line right now. Oh, setting a 133.335.
Almost 33.333. That would be very cool.
I predict I will join Tipsy no, sorry, I will join Chief that.
And John Wick just goes fastest again with a 30.8.
That Eversex will rage after the race in the commentator's booth. Do you agree on that? Do you agree on that?
Agree on what? Sorry.
Man, be there. So some guys in the chat say that Chief Eversex will rage out.
Will rage out.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's very possible if he has contact in turn 1 again. But yeah, I'd say that's not a very unlikely occurrence that next rages. And yeah, I've also heard some rumors that Jersey is maybe moving to tier 1. So if the rumors are confirmed, then Pep Matman is our championship leader. I believe, unless someone overtook him on the sprint race points.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
we got a message in our chat. So ask commentators, Wiz has come Wiz has come under a lot of criticism of his peers in SLR. What means can he put into place to? Oh God! Could you read that, please? I have a little issue.
Yeah. What measures can he put in place to rectify his reputation in wheel racing? That's a good question. Viz actually had a good race. Was it in Spa or in Mexico? I don't remember. One of those races, he had a very good race. I haven't heard about these wheel-to-wheel issues with Fizz, but well, yeah. One thing he can do is just not be so aggressive. If that's true, like I said, I didn't hear anything. I also didn't see. I don't remember seeing any incidents where Viz was the clear culprit. So, but yeah, not being so aggressive is a good way of having less incidents outside.
Yeah, so
Would you say you are an aggressive driver when you are driving?
am I what? Sorry, say again.
An aggressive driver.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, if I drive in the league, then clean driving is my first priority. But sometimes there's just, if you have the fresher tires and the other drivers just a very, very slow and they have all tires, then you will just go through the grid like hot butter through, like a hot knife through butter, and just try to get that move done as quick as possible because there are points to get.
Yeah, I don't actually remember racing against you. We probably did race each other, but I don't remember any specific races. But yeah, there's so many drivers these days, so I can't remember everyone, right? Do you remember driving against me?
Did I ever drive against you?
Yeah,
When?
in SLR.
Yeah, when?
I don't know, just ever.
No, I don't think so. Well, maybe some races, but I can't remember right now.
Yeah, that's good though. That means we didn't have any incident with each other. Um, so yeah, that's positive.
Yeah, and Eversnax is currently. Oh no, he's not on the hard lap, but our gamer is. He's currently in 4th position, going through sector 3. And there's a yellow flag. Okay, there's just a Red Bull. Or no, if he's a cash up Red Bull, leaving some space for our gamer. And also Slipstream here is very effective, so if any team works out quite good, then they can get each other good enough of Slipstream. And I think last year the Slipstream was worth about 3/10 or even 5/10, I don't know. But our
Yeah,
gamer didn't improve. He is still in 4th position and oh wait a second, he improved by 1 position. Sorry.
yeah, you got past Eversnax, currently B3 now. Yeah, Chief, just remember that ghosting is off. So yeah, that's also another reason why we saw so much chaos in the sprint race. It's a very narrow track, so there's not lots of opportunities to avoid an incident that's just occurred in front of you, and yeah, that's could lead to some more unfortunate moments, let's say.
Yeah, and also one of the comments, if one of the drivers spins in front of you on this track, then God may protect you. It will be very chaotic. Oh, there
As
was
John
some.
Wick just sets a new fastest lap, so far he's been fastest throughout the whole session. 4 minutes remaining. I'm not sure if you'll have time for another lap, potentially not. So I think that will be the final time for John Wick. Pepman is about to start a lap, maybe, or is he coming into the pits? He is coming into the pits, I believe. He'll have time for another lap.
Yeah, so Chief is asking, how close have you guys come to winning a championship in SLR? I won 2 championships actually, with one with Eversnacks and one with what was he called? Um, I don't know, something with a P. But we won 2 championships. Well, we got McLaren got the 2 championships both in a row, back to back. Champion constructors and drivers championship. But
Yeah.
oh my God, what was his name? I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
don't know.
got any?
I was once fighting for a championship, yeah, with my teammate Crystals. But then we moved to Tier 1. That was in Tier 2. Then we moved to Tier 1 in the middle of the season, so didn't really get to fight for the championship in Tier 2 anymore. But we were fighting for it, so I'd say I was pretty close to win it if I finished the season.
Yeah. You won't
Well,
forgive sorry, Chief for that ever, right?
Well, it was actually my decision to move to Tier 1, just because we were racing so well together, me and Crystals, and when he got moved after he stole Zandvoort win from me, actually I finished first, and the stewards deemed that it was Crystal's win, even though I finished first, and I didn't get any penalties. So yeah, I'll leave to your imagination to figure out what happened there. But then he got moved by Chief to Tier 1, and I decided to go with him because it would make sense for us to be in different tiers, I think.
Yeah, so currently the drivers are doing their last hot lap. Eversnacks on in sector 1, just going through the first DRS straight, and there's a yellow flag. What is going on? Maybe some low fuel, but okay, he left. And Eversnacks 1/10 of an improvement. That's currently just enough for 4th position. Let's see how much he can improve in the next 2 sectors. And there are, oh, keyboard Mac, Disco, oh, and Piggy also DNF from the race. Maybe in the pit lane? Yeah, I think they were in the pit lane.
We have, Crawley just made a big mistake in sector 3 there, going over the bump. His car completely jumped, but his lap was already invalidated. So that lap will not count for Crawley, as he's currently P4. We have Eversnacks gonna go into sector 3 now. Gonna do the last left-hander over the bump, does it nicely. Nice traction as well. Actually, John Wick managed to start a new lap, so that's my bad for not being able to do maths. Eversnacks is gonna finish his lap though. Can he improve further? He can, and he goes P2 with a 30.7, so close to John Wick time there, but only enough for P2 for Snacks. Pep Batman and Argame are still on an outlap. Both of them just started the lap. They're so close together actually. Pepman might actually have Slipstream from Argamer.
So currently it looks like that our Waits and Eversnacks is taking 1st and 2nd position. So provisional pole and 2nd position. If it stays like that, then it's a very good result for Williams.
John Wick hit the wall. John Wick just hit the wall on the last corner there. No, not the last corner, the penultimate effective corner, let's say. And he lost a lot of time, probably. I'm not sure. I don't think he will improve this lap. So at 30.7 is the time to beat. Futuristic only manages P7. Timander goes P8. They're very close together, both of them. I think it's all on the hands of Pepman and Argamer. And Pepman actually, no, Pepman is still behind Argamer. Gonna get a very big slipstream now. This will help him a lot. I'm not sure who of them is doing a faster lap. They're so close. Gonna go now into the last corner. Let's see who gets better over the bump. Ooh.
Oh no! Pitman
Different
just
approaches there.
Pitman just did overshoot the line.
Yeah. I was gonna say different approaches there. Pepman decided to cut
oh
the
my god!
entire
It would be pole position.
Invalidated. Would it? I didn't see it.
It would have been a 130.5.
Yeah, that's a very good lap. He also cut the corner, which gained him a bit of time, but I don't think he gained 2/10 there. So
he cut it too much there.
Yeah, just a mistake at the end just cost Pep Matman, and maybe he was just put off a little bit by the car in front of him, but that's his decision to go so close to our gamer on the final lap. And that's, yeah, there we have it. Our qualifying is done. John Wick with a fantastic lap. Eversnacks as well. I think this. I'm not sure if this equals or if this is his best qualifying position so far. I think he's been in the front row before, if I remember correctly. So And also, we have to stand out Basco for crashing in his banker lap, which means he'll start from last. Basco is also a contender for the championship, so yeah, he'll have all to do if he wants to keep that championship alive.
Yeah, it's a double win, or no, sorry, it's a best result for Williams, first and second position. But yeah, let's see what the race will be. So 20% of a rain chance we got. Let's see what we got there. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. And it's a dry race for the start. Maybe it will change in the late run. Maybe not. We will see.
And also, I think I have bad news, Horizon. I've seen like 10 comments or more in the chat saying they want Tipsy back for comms, so next week we might be out of a job.
We might be out of a job.
Yeah, I think Tipsy will steal our job because everyone in the chat is asking for it.
That's fine by my side. I don't know.
Yeah, plot twist, we'll both race as a reserve and just win the race.
Yeah. We just take over the house or something and then we'll just go ham on these suits.
That would be cool.
So we are already 1 hour into the race. Yeah. Let's see what we'll...
Yeah, this is longer with the sprint.
Yeah, very long. I think we will cut the... Oh, Jesus Christ. We will cut the interviews for a bit. Like, we will do interviews, but only the necessary things because we will be there for 2 hours, I think. And I got school tomorrow, right? I have to do things.
Yeah.
So, White, also known as John Wick, taking the lead of that formation lap. All the cars are waving to get their tires up to up to temperature, and oh boy. Okay. So we got one guy with hearts, that's Pep Man. Jesus Christ. And actually boosted mass with soft compound tires. I don't know what that decision is about, but
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
also not sure about the strategy, but I think it's just a one-stop medium hard or hard medium. So the softs, I'm not sure about. Maybe you can do soft hards, or maybe we have rain. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Oh god. Okay. There's someone T-posing back there. But yeah, they're just going through the speed trap. I don't know why there is a speed trap at all. Maybe, I don't know. But possible strategies are a one-stop strategy with medium hard or a two-stop strategy with medium hard. Considering they, oh no, that tire which they use for the sprint weekend, they already, that's not existing anymore. Forgot. But yeah, they're just driving to their grid boxes. Let's see how many drivers are disqualified. One, Virtus is disqualified. Sarf is disqualified, and both of Paddy and Basco, the Mercedes, are joining the grid and finishing it. Alright, our 5 flights in Las Vegas, F1 2025, going out now, and a good start for Horse. And Crawley, oh no, there's a, oh my god, okay, there's a big collision in the front, in the back of the grid, sorry. There will be a safety car for sure. But in the front grid, John Wick is taking the lead with Everflex joining him. A good start for them both. and horses side by side with Crawley. Crawley still in that fight with guys side by side. They're going through, and Crawley did the move done. Did the move good and had overtaken horse. But no, the grid stabilized a bit, and there was a big collision and no safety cars, surprisingly.
Yeah, and Basco already up into P11. Just
Jesus
4
Christ.
corners have gone by, and he overtook 6 cars. So, very good job from Basco so far.
That's actually honorable, yeah. 6. Well, you would do 6 overtakes per. Oh no, there will be safety car. There was someone on the wall. No, still no safety car. Even though
yeah,
the Sarf is
Sarf.
missing in front wing.
He keeps it moving, so we're all good.
Yeah, we are. But still quite concerning. But the first lap is just done with Wade taking the lead and DRS enabled.
Viz has a very bad exit there, and he got overtaken, but he overtook Piggy straight back, and he just went straight forward there, just forgot to brake. Viz did, and now lost 4 more positions there. There's such an intense fight going on there for P8. Piggy is now leading this mini train. Futuristic is attacking though. Prince Helios got past Piggy. Futuristic is gonna go down the inside, and Piggy will not defend, but he tries actually to hang around the outside there, but just got squeezed and lost another position to Basco.
Yeah, so Futuristic in 8th position behind Prince Helios. Prince Helios, a 2-second gap between him and Horse. And Horse is just, there he is just about behind Crawley. Maybe he will try to overtake Crawley in the next straight. And this corner here in particular, this one, this exact one, this here, is very known. And the corner after that is very known for
Futuristic might be going for a move on Prince Helios. He's gonna go down the inside. Basco is looking as well. He's gonna follow Futuristic, gonna make it 3 wide momentarily. Prince Helios backs off, and Basco is gonna go around the outside of Futuristic there. He gets a great exit, but Futuristic spins and he hits Prince Helios, and there's a massive incident there. Now Viz is able to go past Prince Helios there, and I'm not sure. Well, Helios definitely has damage. Futuristic I'm not sure about, but yeah, a bit of contact there between Futuristic and Basco means Futuristic gets spun around, but no damage for him that I can see at least. So
yeah, no damage
the race
for him.
goes on.
Oh no!
Futuristic! Oh my god, that's a very big impact in the wall. I'm not sure how his wheel is still going. He gets now overtaken by Viz, and he definitely has front wing damage now.
Oh no, there was
he just
a
lost
collision.
the car there and tried to save it, but just hit the wall.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Why did he lost the car? Did you saw anything?
I think it was just on traction. He accelerated too early and lost the rears.
He lost the rears. Yeah, could be. But now one of his front plate is missing, so there will be no
my god, that's
downforce.
Horsey in the wall. I think Horsey, how? He lost the car exactly like Futuristic just did, but he just managed to stay off the wall, I think. Or just hit it with the tire. That means he saved his front wing.
Yeah, just taking. There's a fight in the front. Crawley and our gamer with Petman all side by side. Through they go through a very narrow corner, double chicane, and our gamer taking the lead, and Crawley just driving away from the little fight back there. Our gamer in front of Petman. And yeah, the fight stabilized a bit. Still Petman right on the rear box of our gamer. Our gamer got the better tires for now, but they will wear out in sometime. And Petman on the hard tires. Let's see what they will end up with. And there is side by side. Through they go through the right hand corner. There you can see the very beautiful sphere. Now we got such a bad camera angle. Okay, thank you. That's much better. Yeah, okay. Batman got got his lunch done. Our gamer in 5th position with our gamer in 4th position.
Yeah, but crucially, Pep Matman is now 1.1 seconds away from Crawley. If he loses DRS, this will be a huge. This will have a huge impact on this race. If the top 3 are able to run away.
Yeah, definitely. Especially
He'll
Williams.
not have DRS as it stands. It's so close though, pushing everything he can, but he's got no more battery. He will not have DRS. This will be so crucial for his race.
No, he did. He has DRS.
I think he does he? No,
Yeah.
Pep Matman doesn't have
Oh,
it.
Pepman. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Crawley.
Pepman doesn't have it. It means he lost 7/10 just in that straight to Crawley, and he's got no battery as well. So he'll keep losing time unless he can make it up in the corners.
Yeah, and Pepman still on hard tires. We got some drivers changing to hard tires as well. Or maybe there will be no rain at all. That's the thing I'd say it is more likely to happen. And
Meanwhile, John Wick just ran away from Eversnax.
Yeah, I don't know what he took, but he is just driving so incredibly fast. If everything works out fine, then it will be a double win for Williams, which will catapult them very high up into maybe even 1st position in Constructors' Championship, because our gamer is currently 5th position. That will only be 10 points for him if he stays in that position. And we got only 1 car in the grid for Williams, sorry, for McLaren.
Yeah, there's a big fight going on between Timander, Princelios and Futuristic. All 3 of them have already pitted, I guess for new front wings. Timander pitted on the 2nd lap, while the others pitted just a lap ago. But Futuristic comes out on top of this little battle. Yeah, meanwhile, Pepman is now 1.8 seconds away from Snacks, who got overtaken by Crawley. Crawley and Snacks now trying to, well, I'd imagine work together to catch back up to John Wick. But yeah, Crawley is showing some pace that he hasn't shown in the previous races. There's a yellow flag for and there's a full safety car. It's a Mercedes and an Alpha. It's not an Alpha Tauri. It's an RB.
I thought you'd say Alfa Romeo.
No, I was gonna say Alpha Tauri, but it's not anymore. And yeah, there's a full safety car, which will mean I'm not sure if the mediums can pit to hards and go to the end of this race. I don't think so, because well, some drivers are pitting, Keyboard and Viz. Keyboard just got a penalty. Is that for spinning in the pit lane? It is, yeah, 10 seconds of penalties for Keyboard for spinning in the pit lane, which he can serve if he pits on the next lap, but he will lose a lot of positions. And
Yeah.
Patty as well with a 10-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Guys, we're under safety car, there's no need to speed into the pit lane, come on.
Yeah, it's absolutely unnecessary to speed. Yeah, because you are restricted to your speed, even though you have to get time done in a pit lane. You still have to drive to the safety car, and it does. Is Petty actually allowed to overtake the safety car? Because did he already got a yellow blue flag? Let's see. Okay,
That's
he's
a good
actually
question,
allowed.
actually.
He's actually allowed
No,
to
because
overtake.
he didn't get lapped, so
Yeah.
yeah, he is. Meanwhile, every driver chooses to pit, including Pep Matman, which I'd imagine will put on, and well, actually put on another set of hards. So he must have gone with a harder strategy at the end of this race. He did start on. No, he puts on the mediums. Sorry, I was a bit confused there. Pepman chooses the mediums, which will not go till the end. I'm not sure if all the other hards will, but the mediums definitely won't.
So keyboard mag.
Everest Max
Decided
actually loses a position to Pepman because of the double stack.
Keyboard mag actually decides to serve his 10-second time penalty in pit lane.
Yeah, that is a smart thing to do, I think. And also, this safety car timing, it was very good for Basco, who overtook the entire field and was then trying to catch up to the top guys, and just got a safety car to put him closer.
Yeah, so 2 drivers on mediums, Pepman and Keyboard mag, and everyone else is on hards. The only drivers who stood out are Tim Mander and Virtue. And
Yeah, they
Futuristic and Francilios.
Start of the race because of damage. Argamer also lost quite a few positions. I believe that is because he changed his front wing. He had a slight bit of damage.
I love that those screens are modeled and that the F1 driver presentation is running down, and I love that George Russell is just doing his T-pose there. Absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, let's see how much longer the safety car will stay out for. We are on 8th lap. On lap 8.
Yep.
Say it one voice or the other. And
yeah, we have one lap of safety car to do. Patty is still way behind. He won't be able to catch in time, I don't think. But either way, I think this will be the last safety car lap, I believe.
Yeah, that could be, but Patty's still so far behind. Maybe the safety car will wait for him, and only him, or maybe not. If the mediums drivers are lucky, like only Keyboard mag and Crawley, Pepman, then they can achieve many good. Well, no, sorry. They still have to pit at least once? Yeah, because the mediums can't hold on for 15 laps if we say that the safety car will come in lap 9 and race will continue at lap 10. Okay, so
the mediums can't go to the end for sure. And I'm not sure about the hards actually. The hards might also have to pit again. I'm not sure if they can do the entire race from now on.
Yeah, maybe they can, maybe they can't. For sure, some drivers will try to squeeze out every last bit of life they got into the tires.
Yeah,
Dominic is actually waving down the straight to warm up his tires.
We don't have any notice that the safety car is in. Oh, the safety car is in, as Patty spun, I think, under the safety car there, and he's got damage.
Oh boy.
So you can go on for the restarts.
Okay. So, oh my god, okay, this race is already restarting. A good acceleration for John Wick, Crawley, Pepman, and everyone else. Oh god, there was a bit of a lag there. So still...
Oh, Crawley went wide!
Crawley went wide, and Pepman taking an advantage out of that. Tries to overtake him. Is there DRS yet? No, not. There's no DRS right now, but squeezing out the DRS they got, and Pepman stays behind them. But okay, also side by side, not anymore, but he was side by side with Basco, and there was next in between of everything. Okay, Pepman is very greedy for that move. He wants to overtake Crawley very badly. Okay, there's the yellow flag again. Who is it? It's
That's
Virtue.
Virtue. We had some sort of incident. He does have front wing damage, sadly. Not sure if that was contact with anyone or just a miss braking. Pepman goes through Crawley with the mediums. That's an easy move, but look how much time they already lost to John Wick. Almost
Yeah.
2 seconds away now already.
John Wick is our Max Verstappen, man.
Yeah.
So the grid is very stabilized. There's one big DRS train, and John Wick taking the fastest lap of the race so far, 1:34.33, 0, and we have 15 laps to go.
Yeah, he actually did the fastest lap on the restart lap. I'm not sure how that's possible because he only accelerated close to the start finish line. So he wouldn't have gotten to full speed like in any normal lap. So I'm not sure how he did the fastest lap in the restart there.
Yeah, and our Snacks actually ended up in 4th position. I don't know how that happened, but there's a big gap between Wade, Pepman and Crawley. So in the front and at the back, the DRS train is falling apart a bit, but in the middle there's just a beautiful pack of drivers who are giving each other slipstream. It looks actually pretty nice, I have to admit.
Might go for a move on Snacks here. Basco on the inside, Snacks is defending. But I think Snacks will have to concede this. He tries to stick it around the outside, it taps him and almost spins round. Still catches the car though, but is now going to be vulnerable to Horsey. Up ahead, Crawley also went very deep, which means he's now going to be under attack from Basco as well. Snacks keeps the position to Horsey because Horsey didn't have much battery left. And yeah, Crawley seems to be struggling in these hard tires. I've seen this quite a few times from Crawley. He's good on a tire, but when he switches, he loses some pace sometimes.
Yeah, he does. And you also have to be very careful with switching gears. Oh no. Okay, what the hell is happening with Paddy? I don't know, he has front wing damage. But yeah, let's see. So, okay, that's not even fair anymore. John Wick is just flying away from the grid. Over 2 second gap now between him and Pepman.
Pepman also has mediums, and John Wick is actually gaining on him, so that's very impressive.
Yeah, it is, and
we might have round 2 as Snacks might be looking for a move on Basco. Not deploying batteries yet. He's gonna save for the start-finish trade, I believe. Or maybe they're just gonna work together to not lose the DRS to Crawley.
yeah, yes.
Max now deploying battery, but regenerating straight away, so he's not gonna go for it.
Okay, Eversnacks is closing that gap. But he stays behind him, maybe he will overtake him in the next DRS straight. No, there's too big of a gap to overtake him there. And actually Basco fell out of the DRS. Basco don't have any DRS more. And is he using DRS to keep Eversnacks away? Yeah, he is. Only a bit of ERS. But still enough to keep Eversnacks in place.
Yeah, but he looks uncomfortable at this stage, Basco. Same with Crawley. Crawley, I think, has found a bit of pace. It was just a couple of first of laps that he struggled, but now has found some pace. But Basco is still struggling now, and he's now He's now spent a lot of battery while Snacks has been saving this whole time behind him, and I'd imagine this will be an easy pass for Snacks.
Yeah, it is of course an easy pass for Snacks, but after that round, Crawley will have DRS, and then the other guys, and then he is leading the DRS train. Four-car DRS train.
Yes, Piggy and Viz are battling side by side, and they have contacted. That's front wing damage for Viz. Futuristic will now try and get this chance to overtake Viz as well. It's a bit of contact there between Viz and Piggy. I only caught the end of it, not sure what happened, but Viz has front wing damage now. That will make things very much harder for him.
It makes this very hard for him, but there's only an end plate missing, so I think Wiz will take on with the fight and won't go to the pit lane. But let's see how does it look like in the front of the grid there. So we got Crawley in third position with half a tenth of a gap, half a second of a gap between him and Hetman. And the gap is actually quite stable right now, with Hetman 2 seconds behind John Wick.
Yeah, but I think these mediums that Pepman has will be starting to suffer. He's already done 6 laps on them, and from this point on he will start to struggle on these tires, so Crawley, I think, will have to overtake him as soon as he can.
Yeah, it's an obligation for him, but Eversnack is still holding. No, okay, he lost 1 position. Sorry, and there's a position change. They were just about to go step by step through the little double chicane there, but Futuristic in 8th position and Piggy behind him. Maybe he will go around the outside. No. He stays behind Futuristic, hoping for another opportunity. And Crawley.
He's gonna go for a move. He's deploying battery, but Pepman defends the inside well there, and Crawley had nowhere to go.
Okay, what was that? Was it just a rapid car move? Yeah, it was. Okay. Thought like it looked like a car just landed into the wall, but it wasn't like that. So Hetman in to 2nd position, still Crawley behind him, 7/10 of a gap. And yeah, Hetman is falling behind because of that little fight there. I think half a second of a gap added to the 2 seconds between him and John Wick. And oh, Snacks is Snacks is almost leaving the one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but Snacks has no more battery, and now Basco is behind him with a full battery. But Basco is smart and lifts the throttle there. Gonna want to overtake him just here, but he doesn't get a great exit. Snacks has no battery at all, and Basco has some left, but this is a shorter straight. I'm not sure if it will be enough. No, Basco is saving. So he wants Snacks to do the heavy lifting here and try to catch on to this DRS of Pepman. As Crawley already went through Pepman, we missed that, but now 2.4 seconds away from John Wick. Can he close this gap?
Maybe he can, but maybe they will have to go to the pit lane, and then we got another strategy going on. But Tim Mander with a 10-second time penalty.
Yeah, now the driver speeding the pits. I get the impression that this pit entry might be a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure, as I haven't raced this circuit in this game yet. Pepman kind of pushing Crawley around there in sector 2. Clearly these mediums still more comfortable in the slow corners.
Yeah, so our Snacks got the gap close to 7/10. He's in DRS range and got a DRS. Let's see, Basco, how much battery does he got left? Only 35%, as Eversnack's only 13% is having right now. And Crawley
Yeah,
and Petman Man just changed position. Petman Man in
yeah.
second position.
I'm not sure what happened to Crowley there. It seems like he lost a lot of pace once he overtook Pepman there. He just maybe is a bit. He just accused a bit of pressure there from Pepman, but they were keeping John Wick on a 2.2 second gap, and when Crowley overtake, he just went up to 3.2 seconds. So he lost a second there. There's a yellow flag on the big straight. I think that was for maybe either Paddy or Timander.
Yeah, and okay, Pascal, going for that move. No, he stays behind him. It looked like he was going for an overtake. And it's quite interesting. Okay, Peppermint going in there a bit slidey, doing some Tokyo drifting. And it's actually quite interesting to see the lines of the drivers, because Eversnack is taking a different line than Basco is taking. Well, it looks like both are working out quite good.
I've noticed that as well.
Yeah.
And this is now a four-way fight for P2, while John Wick just says thank you and is now starting to run away with it. 1 second per lap is what it's gaining. As Crawley goes back past Pepman for P2.
Oh my god!
Marco and Snacks have a huge crash, and Snacks is off the road with very heavy front wing damage as he's gonna rejoin the truck just in front. Oh my god, he just braked there. He gave me a heart attack there. I thought he was gonna rejoin just in front of the Ferrari. That would be an absolute huge crash, but thankfully he stepped on the brakes. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there between Basco and Snacks. I think Basco was on the outside and Snacks just closed a bit too much and got turned. I'm not sure if Basco has damage. He does. Basco also has damage. So yeah, I think that's both of those two races over for them.
Yeah. And Eversnacks is okay. He's sleeping. I don't know. He didn't leave the pit lane. I think he's raging all over the place again. I mean, it's the third race, or even the fourth. Oh, and almost spinning out. Okay. That he has a good race, and then he just gets killed. He gets murdered by someone. But yeah, Petman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm not sure if he was murdered or if he was the one who caused the contact. I didn't see it very well, but he was on the inside and Basco was right on the right hand side wall, so Basco had nowhere to go. But I'm not sure if Basco might have put his car there a bit too late for Snacks to anticipate it. I'm not sure. But yeah, Basco now has very heavy front wing damage as well, so he's gonna lose time to the top 3. And this means that this is a two-way fight now for P2 between Crowley and Pepman.
Yeah, Crawley, Pepperman. Crawley got the better tires now. Okay. That's
yeah, I was gonna say, we have only what, like 7 laps remaining. I don't think the hard runners will pit, or they would have pitted already at this stage, I believe. So they will try to stick it to the end. But Pepman is on the mediums and he hasn't pitted either. I'm inclined to say that these tires won't last to the end without a puncture.
Maybe I can. I don't know the percentage of the tires. Maybe someone in chat will tell us. I don't know. And actually, Boosted Mass is fighting with Keyboard Mac and Prince Helios at the back there. There's a free car fight. And Boosted Mass side by side with Keyboard Mac. That's through to Sector 2 they go. Boosted Mass taking the lead out of it. But oh, Mouseball! No! No! No!
And he's up this race with the Prix Helios as well, who got T-boned by him. Oh my god, and we have another safety car.
But a virtual
this puts
one.
Pascal back in this race.
Yeah.
I was just about to say this is crucial for Boosted Mess because he's be getting his first point. Then he just loses the car and crashes into the side of keyboard and then gets T-boned by Prince Helios there. So unfortunate.
Well, Tier 2 is taking the title of Thunderstorm again.
Yeah, this no ghosting has really had an impact on this race. Yeah, meanwhile, all the drivers pitting now, so Pepman pits, Crawley pits, but crucially, John Wick stays out. John Wick, Horsey, Argamer, and Futuristic all stayed out. And Crawley on mediums, Pepman also on new mediums, and Basco went for the softs. Viz also didn't pit, so he'll be in front. Keyboard, same, and Piggy
We're
the
back
same,
to
but
racing.
Oh yeah, we're back to racing. It was only virtual. I was distracted there for a second. I thought it was a full safety car.
No, we are back to racing, my lord. And actually, Horse is in second position with our gamer. Okay.
Yeah, Horse is now fighting for a P2, which is insane.
So, Chief was
Futuristic
telling us
first
earlier
off.
that if our gamer is winning the race, then he's done with the league.
If who wins the race? Sorry.
If our gamer wins the race, then Ocean Chief is done with the league.
Right, and Chief just said Argamer has damage again, which I can see as he goes for a move on Horsey, and he gets the move done.
So there's Tim Mander casually driving. Okay. He got an end plate missing.
Yeah, but I'm interested to see what Crawley can do here, because Crawley is on fresh mediums. He's catching up rapidly to Futuristic now. I would say that John Wick is too far away from him, but maybe Crawley can still catch P2. This will be very interesting to see.
Keyword Master Pendis are taking a 10-second time penalty once again. Got 20 seconds of time penalties this race. And sorry. Aristax is actually taking the fastest lap with a 1:30 point. I don't know, she's me told. Yeah. So we got our
Crawley already on the back of Futuristic. He's now just Crawley just needs to do time trial laps now until the end of the race if he wants to have a chance of a podium. He's now already got DRS to Futuristic. He needs to overtake him as soon as he can to not lose any unnecessary time behind him. He needs to forget that Pep Mapman is behind him, 1.5 seconds away, also on the same strategy to take the pressure away. Crawley is pushing every inch of battery that he can to overtake Futuristic here, and he's gonna do it. Already up into P4, brakes nicely. Futuristic clearly struggling on these tires.
yeah, and as well, Horses at the back of our gamer, just barely behind him. Maybe he will try to overtake him in the next DRS straight. But it doesn't look like that. He got a bad upper exit there. Well, maybe he'll try and dive bomb him. No, he stays there. Still behind him. I think he will wait for the last lap and then he will overtake him.
Well, that is of course if Crawley doesn't overtake them both on the last lap.
Sure.
Or actually, I think Crawley might overtake him before the last lap, because at the pace he's going, he's already up. He's already 1.4, 1.1. 1 second away. He's already in the RS range.
Pac-Man is also at the back of Futuristic. But after Futuristic there's a 3-second gap, so yeah. Maybe he can...
Horsey was saving battery, which means Crawley is so much faster now in the straight line. Horsey now sees Crawley coming. He tries to defend, but he can't do anything about it. Crawley's gonna go for a double overtake, and he does it. He spends all his battery, but he gets the double overtake he needs. And he's now up into P2 already.
P2 already. Still 3 laps to go.
Yeah, 3 laps to go and has a 10-second gap to John Wick. It would have to be a miracle if you can catch up to John Wick, but miracles are possible. So, and we are near Christmas, so even more so. As we have another yellow flag for Patty, who is going very slowly now, letting John Wick through.
John Wick is just flying there. So Paddy had shown 2 blue flags now. Oh, our gamer almost losing it there. Horse is hoping for a mistake that our gamer is doing. No, hopefully not. Maybe we will, I don't know. Horse is still half a second of a gap between him and our gamer. And behind him is Petmatman is actually, yeah, Orsa overtaking him and Petmatman as well. Very good. 2 positions lost there for our gamer. And we starting our 3 final laps. It's 1/10 of a gap between Petmatman and Horse. Our taker, oh okay, Petmatman that was a bit aggressive there. He bumped into the back. But nonetheless, he has the DRS and side by side they go. Petmatman takes the lead, continuing on the racing line, and Horse is thinking about the dive bomb, but he says, nah, you can take the position. And there's the yellow flag again.
It's Patty who just went straight on. He has front wing damage at this point, so his braking ability is not 100%. And Crawley, in 1 lap and a half, took, well, 1.2 seconds away from John Wick, so that is definitely not enough to catch him until the end of this race.
Yeah, so our gamer, almost 1 second behind Horse. Hey, oh, don't leave that DRS range, my guy. You need that. Don't you want to take 2 points?
And let me say, what a race Horsey is doing.
Horse, yeah, Horse is flying.
He's not been up there in the top 5 very often, but this race he's been there the whole race and keeping up with the top guys. So that's a very impressive race from Horsey.
Oh no, did Piggy end up in the wall? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh man.
He did, yeah, right on the after the big straight. I think he just didn't brake.
Yeah, so Crawley flying through the race as we are going through sector 2 with our penultimate lap. Paddy, 10-second time penalty for speeding in pit lane. If he retires now, then that would be hilarious. No, he actually isn't retiring. Very good. Very sportsmanlike. I like that guy. And yeah.
I think the only on track now will be between Horsey and Argamer. John Wick has pretty much secured the win. That was an impressive race from John Wick. Just led the whole qualifying session, led the whole race. yeah, very commanding lead.
We are flag in sector 1. What is
He
going
did
on
a
there?
very good job to get P2 as well.
Yeah. And we start our last lap. We hop onto John Wick. Well, the only fight that can happen there is our game on Horse. Horse, yeah, of course. Horse.
Chief said it's pronounced how RC, but that's way more difficult to say.
How RC?
So, how RC?
RC.
How RC? Yeah.
Well,
There's a kick sauber stopped there. I think that's keyboard Magnussen. No? Then who was that?
there's no.
Did I?
Or
Yeah, I might be seeing things. There's a, yeah, maybe it was a McLaren. Oh yeah, it was a Mercedes, sorry, of Patty. But it was on the green floor, so it looked like a kick sauber.
yeah, so our gamer is trying to overtake Horse, how RC, and both of them don't have any ERS left, but our gamer has the DRS and the Slipstream, but it isn't enough, no. And Waits is winning the, the Las Vegas Grand Prix with Crawley in second position and Pepperman in third position. Horse joining the grid in fourth position and our gamer finishing in fifth. Okay, yeah, that's from the beginning on. You already knew who will be the winner. It was John Wick, and yeah, with in the eighth position. Then our Snacks, who unfortunately spin out and just killed himself. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe he killed other guys. I don't know. He will report that for sure if he saw anything important. And Keyword Mag in 10th position with Tim Manor right behind him and Prince Helios, our last guy. Alright.
Yeah, this will be very interesting for the championship. I think Pepman, well, if it's confirmed that Jersey went into Tier 1, Pepman will still lead. Then John Wick will have a big jump, as well as Crowley, who will jump a lot of positions. So I think this will get everyone even closer. Snacks had a poor race, only finished P9 I think, and Basco also with an incident didn't get as much points, so they will be close together as well. And yeah, it seems like with every race that goes on, the championship gets closer, apart from Jersey, which was leading by a 15-point gap, but is now moved on to Tier 1, so
Moved
it's
down?
very close for the championship.
You mean you moved up? No one moves
Uh,
down to Tier 1.
yeah, I mean up, yeah.
Yeah,
Did I say down?
yeah.
Yeah, of course, it moved down because Tier 2 is better than Tier 1. Everyone
Oh,
knows
of course, they had a thunderstorm. So, Patty and Piggy, they got
that.
3 blue flags in total. Yeah, so let's hop onto interviews. Let's stick to a bit shorter interview because it's almost 10 p.m. And why don't we start with John Wick? Hello, John Wick, our race winner from the beginning on.
Yo guys, what's up?
Welcome to my Minecraft channel. Yeah, well, hello. Um,
Hello, Ben.
you finished in P1, and I think you finished in P1 in the sprint race as well, right?
No,
That
no, I
was
was
for
before. I almost spin actually in the sprint somehow. Finished before. Oh no, P3, sorry, P3. Yeah.
Okay. So
Ah.
I don't even have to ask how your race went. It went absolutely gorgeous, right?
Yeah, I mean to be fair, I mean I think we talked last week. Last week, which track was it again?
Bah.
Belgium, right? With
yeah.
P3, my objective was to do no mistake, and this is what I did. I think I made a mistake in quali actually, but fortunately that was enough for pole. And then we're just about getting good restart. We had two safety car. Was also about keeping the pace and making sure the guy behind doesn't get the DRS. Which I was able to. And yeah, and obviously it was like a very boring race for me. Just about making no mistake, because any mistake obviously they will catch up on DRS. So yeah, and then I think it was a bit. I think that Pepsman and Crowley actually when they were fighting, they gave me some headroom. So actually again 2 seconds probably over 2 lap was nice. And then after I was actually a bit worried when he pitted because I saw him going through the field quite rapidly. It's like, oh my god, I have 50% deck on my hard. He has new mediums. In his 10-second gap, I was quite surprised he wasn't able to catch up faster. So
Yeah.
good win for me. Next week, got to watch the track E with the same mindset. Yeah, Qatar arrived with so no mistake. At least even if I'm slow, no mistake. That's the most important thing. And yeah, another podium at least.
Yeah, that's very good. I'd say we move on. Or Gola, do you have anything to add?
I just had a question. If when the virtual safety car came at the end, did you ever think about pitting, or did you
No. Actually, I tried to bait them. I don't know if actually was successful for me to bait them entering the pit, or just because they actually are thinking to pit. But those out could go 24 lap easy on Las Vegas. So I know that there's no point to pit. So with the hard, you can go 24 laps.
Yeah. Okay. Congrats for the win. It's a very commanding win, and you'll jump up quite a few positions in the championship, I believe. So good luck for the next race, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Right.
So we will do the
I
best.
think I only have time for one more. So maybe Crawley, has he got P2?
You take it. You take.
Okay, sure. So here we have Crawley. Hello, Crawley. Congrats for the podium. Very consistent race from you, and a better race this time around than we've seen in the past races. Is it the track, or did you practice more? Tell us.
Hello. Thank you for the kind words. I mean, I did practice, I believe, the same amount as I did with the rest of the tracks, but yeah, I think I like it. I like Vegas. It's new track, and new tracks are mostly easy, I think.
Don't say that too loud. Our next year we got Madrid.
Oh yeah, I don't know about Madrid, but yeah, we might not have it in the DLC though.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Also, I forgot to say, but congrats for the win in the sprint race.
Yeah.
You started in the midfield, right? But you got a lot of points this well, not weekend, but this night you got 8 plus 18. So you'll jump up a lot of points in the championship.
I mean, I got more than I got, in the previous 4 rounds already.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy with that. I don't know how it's going to continue from here, but I'm hoping for some consistent results. If not win, that even a podium, just to be there.
Yeah, sure. And you made the Eagle Ghost prediction came through, so that's.
I mean, does it count? It's a sprint.
Well, I guess it counts, right? He said
Yeah,
win
he
or race.
did.
So,
Yeah. Well,
so I think
if
it
it
counts.
counts, then okay, that's enough practicing from me. Back to P10.
You are only racing for the prediction and nothing else.
Yeah, I was racing for Eagle Ghost.
Nice. I want to ask you one more thing though. At the end, you chose to pit under the virtual safety car. Do you think it was the right choice, or would you prefer to stay out?
I
now that
mean,
the
there
race is
was
over?
there was no chance of catching John Wick because I know he had better tire management
Yeah.
on those hards because I have more tire with controller in every tire I'm using. So yeah, I knew that Pep was gonna pit because he wouldn't,
It was on
mediums
mediums.
not,
Yeah.
yeah, he couldn't go until the end with mediums. So I was like, the gap is a kind of big with the guys behind. I knew that our
Yeah.
gamer had some damage in front wing, so I was like, yeah, I will pass them again. So I might have a chance on passing weak that way. It didn't work out, but I still got
Yeah.
P2, so no, nothing happened.
Yeah. And I just have another question. At some point, you were for four-car train for P2, but at some point, Basco and Snacks crashed behind you. Did you see what happened at all, or you didn't see?
No, I just heard like some weird sounds, like a thunderstorm is taking place. I,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. And I heard Snacks going, "Oh well." And I'm like, "What happened?" Ah, we touched. And that's all I know. I haven't seen the POV, but I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a POV somewhere in a regular channel in a bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Glad to hear there wasn't that much rage there.
Oh yeah, he was quite, calm. But then I've heard him ask, oh no, you will ask him later when he joins. He's probably listening to us, but he said, "Is it
Well,
worth, or is it worth racing over blood pressure?" Yeah,
yeah.
I feel him. Sometimes I feel him with the race.
Yeah. Actually, we don't have time for any more interviews, so you will be our last interview of the day.
Oh, he's
Because
okay.
this race took a long time, and it's
Okay,
almost
no worries, no worries.
9 p.m. here and 10 p.m. where Horizon lives.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
just final question: what do you think about the next track, which is Qatar?
Qatar.
Yeah,
I will make sure to have a very high ride height.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like McLaren's gonna do now.
yeah, sure, and
I I
also
remember
be
I had
careful
good
with the
pace in
traffic.
previous games, but I don't know about this game. I haven't practiced there, so yeah,
Okay,
we're
we
gonna
will
see.
wait, and we'll see you next week. Horizon, do you have any
No,
questions for
nope, I'm
Crawley?
good. I'm good.
Right, so good luck for next week, and we'll catch up with you then.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
bye bye.
you.
Alright. So, you gotta go, or what?
I do have to go. Will you still interview Snacks though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then I'll say my goodbyes and see you all next week. I've enjoyed it a lot. And actually, for the drivers of the day, we didn't mention it,
Oh,
but I would vote for John Wick and Crawley
and
and
horse.
Horsey as well. That's a good one.
Yeah.
How RC as well. Yeah, I
Yep.
think that those are the three that make more sense. I think. So yeah, I think that's it. I'll see you guys next week,
Um,
and it was a
one thing.
pleasure as always.
One thing. Did we
Yeah,
just interview Crawley, or who did we interview? Yeah, right.
I interviewed Crawley. Yeah,
Yeah. Thank
uh,
you.
you can you can post next.
All right. Thank you.
See you next week then. Bye bye.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Alright. Hallo Aerosnacks, willkommen hier in SLR. Ich hoffe, du hattest ein fantastisches Rennen. I can't even speak German properly anymore. Anyway, yeah, welcome to our interview. So, the best comes
Are
to
we
the
on
last.
air?
Huh?
Are we still on air?
Yeah.
Oh.
How was your race going?
Well, it was awful. I didn't have the pace today. I felt like in the sprint I would have been fastest car on the track, but of course I got taken out. Um there's really not much to say today. It's just really demotivating for me because, I've I've been doing these recovery drives, but today it just didn't happen. I crashed with Basco as well, which was, I mean, I haven't properly watched it back, but it might well be my fault as well there. But then, you know, several other points at which I feel like I didn't have the fault. I got impeded in qualifying. I feel like I could have gone a bit faster there as well, potentially pole position. Yeah, you know, just one of those races.
Yeah, I got you. So you already answered it in some way, but why and how did you crash in one of the few last laps? You were in fourth position, I think, and then you just had a huge crash there. What happened?
Yeah, I think that's what I said before. That was with Basco. I think I was just going a bit too hard. I didn't want to get stuck behind him again, so I was fighting real hard to keep that position. He had battery, he had DRS as well, so we went side by side, and I think it was just a bit too much, too many cars into too little space, and yeah, then we crashed. I had to pit because my wing was completely broken. Maybe I shouldn't even have pitted, but I think it was the right call to pit there. It was just too late.
Yeah. Um, because of time issues, I can't ask you any more questions, but one last thing, Qatar. What do you think of Qatar next week?
I like the track for qualifying. I really love it, actually. I think I'm quite fast there. I mean, we've done some practice there together before. I do think I've got the pace there, but I also do. I seem to remember that John Wick is very good at that track as well. So kind of worried about that. I think it'll be fine. I think it's going to be very boring, very little overtakes, but yeah.
So that's your final answer?
I mean, I'll be pushing. I'll be seeing if I can get another P4,
Hmm.
potentially even a podium. You know, I prefer to get podiums, but not a very good race weekend today. We'll see about the next one.
Yeah, sounds reasonable. Um, yeah, so just we got a bit of time left, so let me take a look. So you finished in 10th position or in ninth?
Yeah, P9.
P9, yeah. So that will be where is the standings? Here are the standings. So that will be
It'll be not very good. I mean,
yeah.
wait, hold on. Maybe I can check the standings because I was just
You will
busy
be
uploading them.
you will be fifth after the race. After the
Will I?
update of the driver standings.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Basco didn't get many points either.
Oh, true. Yeah, he didn't get any points there. Then he will be fourth. Sorry.
I mean, the sprint was awful for me. I got taken out twice in the first corner, and then again at some point. I think it was 3 cars colliding, and then they just went straight back onto the racing line, and I couldn't dodge them.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I saw that. I actually got it on camera, so it looked like the attempted murder, or even murder. But
I think so too. I mean, I'm gonna be passing it on to FIA. We'll see what they think, but to me,
yeah.
there's no way that that was clean driving.
Okay, that's one shot for me. I'm having a drinking game. How many times you say? Let's stick that to the FAA.
I mean, I can say it a few more times because I mean, Viz blocked me in qualifying. He's complaining about me weaving on the straight when I just moved over to let him pass. I'm gonna be passing that on to the FIA as well, and I think Basco is gonna be reporting me, so I'm gonna be passing my footage on to FIA about that as well. So I think you might be a bit too drunk now, and probably best for you to stop the commentary for today.
Um, I'm not getting that drunk as that fast, but nonetheless, it was a good race from
Was it?
our perspective.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, are you happy with your result in general? I don't think so, right?
God no, not in the slightest.
Yeah,
Well,
alright.
we'll see. We'll see where it goes in the future.
Yeah. So that's all for me, from my side. Do you have anything to add?
Thanks for the interview.
Alright. Thank you. Um, Yeah, that's it. So it was a very good race. Um, yeah, it was actually pretty fun to watch it, especially because we got ghosting turned off and there were some action going on, and it was a bit surprising that actually Eversnax got taken out in the last few laps, but nonetheless he still managed to get 2 points, so it's something, I guess. And yeah, but let's see what the next week will give us. It's Qatar, one of the fastest track on the calendar. And yeah, until then, you know the drill. This was Gorla, this was Horizon, and this was SLR. See you in the next time. Bye bye.